What's up? I just wanted to come in here and send you good, positive vibes this Thursday, September 2nd. And also come in here and tell you that September is Suicide Prevention Month and why it's so important to me. And that's because suicide has affected my family personally. Mental illnesses are genetics, so it does run in my family. I have had past family members succumb to their illnesses, and their only way for relief is sadly to end their life, to end their suffering, because that's the way people see it when they commit suicide. They're not running away from their issues, they're not just ignoring everything. They're literally struggling with internal demons, internal voices, internal thoughts that just end up just taking a toll on their mental health. And 20, 30, 50 years ago, mental illnesses weren't as prevalent as a subject to talk about or as a diagnosis. There's always has been this negative stigma against someone that is suffering from a mental illness because they're literally crazy. It's all in their head. They don't have this physical representation of their suffering. They're not missing a leg. They're not missing an arm. Their wounds are internal. So society doesn't see them as suffering. They see them as weak. They see them as just as a weak person that doesn't have the drive to live, that they're taking the easy way out, committing suicide. But in reality, these diseases and illnesses are 10 times worse than an actual physical illness. Because when you say, oh, I have diabetes, people understand immediately that you're gonna have to have medication all the time, that you have to watch what you eat, that sometimes you're not gonna be feeling well. If you say you have high blood pressure, high cholesterol, well then people, oh, me too, oh, I have a family member that's going through it. If you have cancer, people are so understanding and so compassionate, knowing that how that medication takes a toll on your body, how your body is literally having this chemical reaction inside, just trying to stay alive. But when someone says, oh, I'm depressed, I'm anxious, I'm bipolar, I have OCD, I'm on the spectrum, I'm schizophrenic, just how you're saying I'm diabetic, but that stigma that responds is not the same. It's not, oh yeah, I have a family member that's going through that. If you need anything, let me know. If you need a doctor recommendation, let me know. No, it's more like, oh, well, you'll get over it. Oh, it's fine. Let's just go to the party. Let's just go hang out. Oh, your medication? Why are you taking medication for those issues? Like, can't you just be okay? Can't you just not be sad? Can't you just be happy? If you know they're not real, why are you even listening to those voices? If you know they're not there, I'm telling you they're not there, why can't you believe me? Those comments are straight up just, you're putting up a wall for anyone ever to want to talk to you, to want to open up to you. And now this person, because they don't have this physical representation of their illness, is gonna now doubt themselves and say, hey, is it just, am I making this up? Do I not have a problem? Am I just masking this with medications? Am I just weak? And then those self-loathing thoughts and feelings and all of those intrusive thoughts, all those opportunities to driving off the cliff or just drowning or anything drastic, overdosing on medication or on drugs or hanging yourself or shooting yourself, because you have no other outlet to talk to someone that understands you, that's willing to sit down and say, hey, why do you feel this way? How can I help you? Is there anything that I can do? Can we go on a walk? Do you want to go get coffee? Because you're just going to tell them, get over it. That's why 1.38 million people try to commit suicide in 2019. Why there's an average of 30,000 successful suicides every year. Why men are the highest statistic people that are actually successful in committing suicides. So this is why I'm so passionate about it, because if we don't start talking and honestly and openly about our own anxiety, of our own depression, of our own PTSD and our own struggles, there's someone out there that is gonna feel so alone, so misunderstood, so undervalued, that sadly suicide is their only option in their mind. We know it's not the only option. We know they have an outlet, but at that moment of their heaviness, of their lowest of the lowest, illogically, suicide is the only answer. So I just want to leave you with this thought. How is it that you can do one thing, just one thing every single day to make this world a little bit easier to live in? What is one thing that you and I can do to make this world a little bit easier for your neighbor, for your coworker, for your brother, for your sister, for your loved one to be able to live here and want to live here and want to stay here? For me, is voicing my opinions, voicing my struggles, coming on here, ranting, talking to myself, and hoping that when someone out there will seek some type of comfort or see a different point of view. I love you guys, y como dice mi mamá, amor y paz. Los quiero mucho, cuídense, y si necesitan hablar, aquí estoy.